Hey, what's going on, everybody? My name is Jay. I have the YouTube channel, Jay All Day, Jaealldae. That name just comes from me just always being me, man. I stay the same no matter what. I don't change for money. I don't change for people. You know, I'm the same no matter time of day, no matter the time of year. So Jay All Day just seems fitting, right? That's just my little thing. I got some videos from back in the day. I used to have a series called That's How I Feel, where I talked about certain issues, whether it be relationships, generational wealth, credit building, whatever. You know what I'm saying? I would just talk about certain things, give my side of it or whatever the case, just my little opinions. It was pretty cool, but I haven't touched it in a while. And I just sat back, you know, just recently, and I'm like, man, why am I not, you know, on YouTube making videos like everybody else, right? And that could be looked at two different ways. Like, yo, everybody's on YouTube, so why do people want to pay attention to me? I have no clue. I'm just going to give it a try. To talk about some things that I love. Today, I'm going to talk about liquor, alcohol, fine spirits, drink, whatever you want to call it. It happens to be a passion of mine, something that I enjoy is a good drink. So I have here in front of me 5 bottles of cognac. All right. So these 5 bottles, Hennessy. So you got normal Hennessy VS here, very special. You got a Hennessy Black. Got a Hennessy Pure White. Hennessy Privilege, VSOP, and Hennessy XO. So why am I doing this on Hennessy when Hennessy is so popular, right? Everybody knows Hennessy. Well, to be honest, there are a lot of people out there that's never had Hennessy, or may have never had Pure White, or have never had Black, or have never had Privilege, or XO. That bottle of XO is pretty expensive, so I can see why people may not have tried that. So, but I just want to do a quick little review on it. I do collect fine spirits. Matter of fact, let me show y'all this. This is my collection of where I am currently. Of course, I can't have all my bottles here in this small space, but you see the vodka up top. Then I got the cognacs, the tequilas, the whiskeys, and the rums at the bottom. Over there, I got a couple of champagne bottles. You see, I got the Bel Air over there, and the Moet, some mixers over there. So yeah, I'm gonna be probably doing some reviews on most of these. Some of these, I mean, are real common. I mean, just like the original Hennessy is quite common, so probably don't need to do, you know, anything on something that's truly common. Everybody knows what it's like. But some of the other things that I have up there, some people may not have tried. So again, I got the Hennessy here. You see, already pre-poured here, nice color. And then the regular Henny there, got a little bit lighter color here with the Hennessy Black. It's kind of funny, right? It's called Black, but it's lighter than the original. Then you got the Pure White, which is very light. Got the Privilege over here, a little bit darker. And the darkest of them all is the XO. So, cognac. Well, we all should know, some of us that don't know, cognac is a brandy. All cognac is a brandy, but not all brandy is a cognac. How is that possible, right? Well, cognac basically is a place in France. It's like a township, if you want to call it. And there are particular grapes that grow there. All right, so when you use those particular grapes, you can call these cognacs, right? Other than that, they're just brandies, right? So you saw earlier I was saying, you know, VS, very special. VSOP is very special or very superior old pale. And then XO is basically means extra old, right? And then there's also a XXO, which is extra old. Now, basically, well, why do we have these? Okay, so VS, very special, means these are probably aged about no less than 2 years, right? Could be longer, but no less than 2 years, all right? VSOP, like I said, very superior old ale or very special old ale. These are aged no less than 4 years and can go up, right? Extra old is going to be about 6 years. no less than 6 years, and then extra old XXO is going to be 14 years. All right, no less than 14 years, and then aged on up. Now, basically, cognacs have to be 40% alcohol or more. Okay, ABV, alcohol by volume. Okay, and then normally the proof is going to be double that. So if you got a, you got a cognac that's 40% alcohol, then it's 80 proof. If it's 45, then it's 90 proof. You know what I'm saying? So that's how it goes up. So Richard Hennessy, that's where this name Hennessy comes from. Richard Hennessy, he's an Irishman. But obviously this cognac is made in France, right? So he's the name that you see, Hennessy, but this is all made in France, all right? There's a lot of cognacs out there, man. Remy Martin, Martell, Courvoisier, Camus, Douce, ABK6 or ABK6, Salignac, and there's a lot. A lot of times we know more of certain drinks because of celebrities, right? Rappers and singers and stuff, they put these names in their songs and stuff, and that's what we go for, right? But if you get deeper into it, dig deeper into it, you'll know there's a lot of brands out there that are not like, popular in mainstream, right? If you know the drinks, or if you are into drinks, then you're going to know certain names and stuff like that. So, but yeah, the owner of Hennessy right now is Diageo. I'm hoping I'm saying this name right, Diageo, which is a major player in the alcohol industry as far as brands. They own brands. Bailey's, Don Julio, Crown Royal, Johnny Walker, and then you also have LVMH, which is basically Moet Hennessy Louis Vuitton, and they are a huge conglomerate. I mean, they own stuff like Fendi, Givenchy, Tag Heuer, Bulgari, Christian Dior, Sephora. I like Sephora because I like colognes. All right, Sephora is obviously more of a female store, makeups and stuff like that, but they do have fragrances there, male fragrances, and I'm into colognes. So very, in the future, I may do some reviews on some colognes too. So there's a lot of good stuff out there. But anyway, let's get into this. So this is the normal Hennessy, right? So like I said, most of you probably already know what the normal Hennessy is. Like, you can shake this around, you see the legs. Legs basically meaning, when I shake it like that, and that film that's around the inside of the glass, and I don't know if you can see that or not. Can you see that? Probably. Yeah, you might can see it a little bit. That just shows the alcohol content, how much alcohol is in there, how it takes its time to kind of drip back down the inside there. So, I mean, honestly, when we sit back and we drink, when we're ready to pop open some Hennessy, I mean, sometimes we might smell it, just like, ooh, that smell. But we not really smelling it like we experts, like, ooh, I can smell this and that. You know what I'm saying? Now, I'm not going to even take it there because I'm not an expert, and I'm not going to sit here and pretend like I know. I mean, obviously, these are aged in oak barrels, you know what I'm saying, wood barrels. So you're definitely going to smell that woodsy, you know what I'm saying, oak smell. And there's other things in here that help with coloring, and there's maybe some caramel notes, some, we'll be getting to these other ones, there'll be some fruit notes and stuff like that. But for the most part, we worry about if it's harsh, if it's smooth, if it burns the back of the throat, stuff like that. Those of you who know Hennessy, you already know. Woo! Yeah. So, I ain't got to tell you Hennessy. Like I said, you already know that thing is burning, going down. It is strong, but it's nice. It's not bad. It's got a decent smoothness to it. And for something like that, when you have a cognac that is aged the least, that's young, basically, it's kind of, you can kind of mix those. You know what I'm saying? The older you get, the longer something's been aged, you kind of want to stick to the neat version of it. Just drink it straight, whether you want it on the rocks or not. But we already know what real Hennessy, what the original Hennessy is, right? This is the Hennessy Black. Okay, Hennessy Black. It's actually a little bit lighter, like I said, than the original. You can tell. You know, still's got those legs there, though. All right. Now, let me see what this is like. Yeah, a lot smoother. A lot smoother. Doesn't have that same bite at the back of the throat going down, that same burn. Really, really nice. Now, Hennessy Black, it's got like some citrus honey notes to it, right? Even if you smell it, you can kind of smell that citrusy, all right? That citrusness. But the texture of Hennessy Black, it just makes it good for mixing cocktails, all right? It's got a really soft taste. I think they age Hennessy Black for about 5 years. So it's somewhere in between a VSOP and an XO, okay? Somewhere around that range. Now, there's something called the Eau de Vie, all right? I don't really know what that really means. Water of life or something like that. You know, that's more on the French side. But basically, it basically means you're using fruits other than grapes to make the alcohol, right? Or to make the drink. Cognac is grapes. It's mainly grapes, just like wine and anything else. But when you use something other than grapes, it's that Eau de Vie. All right? So there's plenty of Eau de Vies that you can use. I mean, some of these may use a combination of 100 different ones. Some of them only 30 to 35. Some of them only 50, right? The Hennessy Black is only using about 35 to 45 different Eau de Vies. So, but the texture of it, the lightness, the softness of it, it makes it better for mixing, right? Mixing cocktails and stuff like that. All right, so pure white. The lightest of them all, right? Not as thick, right? I mean, if you look at regular Hennessy, this is kind of thicker. You know what I'm saying? You see what I'm saying? It's almost like it's apple juice in there. Hennessy, pure white, right? So not sold in the U.S. Europe sells it, and of course, if you go to the Caribbean, where I'm at currently, I'm close to the Caribbean, so I can get these pretty easy. Pure white, man, I mean, you got a mixture of, you know, grapes, apples, pears, and white flowers, honey, right? So basically, you see it's just a much lighter color. I mean, this can be aged from 2 years all the way up to 50. It could be, you know what I'm saying? Less woodsy, which makes it a little bit lighter. And it doesn't smell as, you know, as oaky, you know what I'm saying? It just, you don't smell those barrels, not as much, right? Let's see what's going on. Yeah. That thing is smooth, much smoother than the black, all right? And then, of course, the black, much smoother than the normal regular Hennessy. But, man, it's nice. It's nice. And you can sit back and you can just sip on that. Like I said, it's not biting you. It's not, you know, holding your throat hostage. You know what I'm saying? It's not giving you that burn going down. Now, some people mix their Hennessy with apple juice. Some people mix Hennessy with cranberry. I've done that. You got people who do Red Bull or some type of energy drink. They mix it together. And again, man, this is all about preference. All about how you want to take it. You know what I'm saying? You sitting back, you chilling by yourself, and you like, I want to drink. You drink it how you want to drink it. It may not be something that's for everybody else, but you do it how you want to do it. That's what all of this is about. All right. Hennessy Privilege, a little bit darker. You know what I'm saying? A little bit thicker. It kind of resembles that normal Hennessy. You see? Yeah, a little bit thicker. You know what I'm saying? You definitely smell more fruits here. Definitely smell more fruits here. You got apricots, apples, cloves, cinnamons. You got some caramel in there. Definitely got some oak tones, honey, some candied fruits. Maybe them apricots or candied apricots. Got a little bit of vanilla, some other spices, mild tobacco kind of a odor here. And I was telling you about those Eau de Vies, like Eau de Vies, and this is about 60 different ones. You know what I'm saying? It's definitely not strong, nice and smooth. This thing is aged for about 15 years to the least. You know what I'm saying? I'm sorry. The least is about 4. The most is about 15 years. They can, you know, they can pretty much age this thing, man. But this is, like I said, Hennessy's been around for a long time. Even, I mean, 1765 on these 2 bottles here, and 1881 here. So, but Hennessy's been around for a long time. Yeah. Much more full. You see what I'm saying? Man, it's, but you can tell all the different blends, everything that's in there. You can smell it. You definitely can smell this. And the thing about cognac is when you first pour, now I'm gonna tell you now, I'm using the wrong glasses. I'm sorry I should have said that earlier, but I'm definitely using the wrong glass. I don't have cognac glasses here where I'm at, so I got to use what I have. But yeah, so it kind of helps with bring that aroma out in that particular type of glass, that cognac glass. But because normally, like when you smell, and you can see the legs still, when you smell cognac, that first smell is just like boom, and you get hit with the, you know, that first, ooh, sorry, that first the woodsiness and the oak barrel, stuff like that, and then give it about 5 minutes or whatever, 3-4 minutes, then you smell it again and you can smell everything else that's in there. You know what I'm saying? If you could really differentiate, excuse me, everything. But that VSOP is nice. It's to me, it's not as smooth as the pure white, but it's probably just as smooth as the black. And that's, like I said, man, typically, you know, when we're normal folks, when we're sitting back having a drink, man, we want something that's smooth. It's not going to get to us. You know, obviously, if you abuse any alcohol, you're going to get hit hard. You know what I'm saying? It's going to get you in the morning, or it might get you right then and there. You know what I'm saying? You stumbling around and can't talk and all that foolishness. But you drink responsibly. All of this is going to be nice. It's going to put you in the right state of mind. You know what I'm saying? All right, so XO. The darker of all of them. This is dark. You see what I'm saying? That XO got some really, really ripe grapes, some cinnamon spice, vanilla, toffee. You know what I'm saying? Definitely some sweet notes. You know what I'm saying? Some oak notes there too. And this thing can be aged up to 30 years. This XO can be aged up to 30 years, man. But it smells good. Now that VSOP. You can get more of the aroma with this VSOP. Here, it's subtle. You can still smell. You can still smell the nice, you know, the cinnamon, the oak and stuff like that, the spice, the vanilla. Yeah. Yeah. This thing, and this, yeah. It got a little price tag with it, but I think it's worth it. You can definitely taste the difference. All of these are good, man. All of these are good. I mean, Hennessy is just a good drink overall. I don't have the Master's Blend. And even outside of the U.S., there are other versions of these cognacs. Even Hennessy. There are other versions, and we can't get them in the U.S. You definitely have to go out if if you're flying out duty free or something like that. You can go to those stores and get things. If I hope to open my own store one day. It's another reason why I'm coming back to these videos, man. I mean, everybody's doing YouTube videos. If I can get lucky enough, if I can make some revenue, I want to use that to open up my own store. I mean, I'm doing all this collecting. I have all these bottles. I mean, why not, right? And I hope to be able to reach out far enough to get some of these nice collections outside of the U.S. and bring them here. For the enthusiasts, that are out there. So, and yeah, I'm pretty much gonna leave it at that. Like I said, you cannot go wrong with any of these. All are good choices. Definitely some are smoother than others, but at the end of the day, do well with these. So, get you a bottle, man. I mean, if you haven't had VSOP, if you haven't had the XO, if you haven't had the pure white, the black, go and find it. Go get it, get you a bottle, have it in your collection if you have your own bar. and enjoy these, man. I don't think you will be disappointed whatsoever. So that's all I have. I'll be doing other reviews. Like, I have some wines that I definitely want to do some wines. There are some incredible wines out there, and I love a nice wine. I'm more of a sweet wine person, so that's going to be coming up here pretty soon. A review on one of my favorite wines thus far. So hopefully you guys enjoyed this. Go ahead and subscribe if you haven't. Like it. You know, like I said, I'm just bringing these straightforward. I know there's plenty of these videos out there, but just putting my own little spin on it. These videos will probably, you know, get better as we go forward. And I just appreciate y'all taking the time to listen to me. All right, until next time, y'all be cool.